Okay, just bought the Nest thermostat online. Amazon had a special promotion, $199. Third generation. Now the date today is November 25th, so 2017. So that'll tell you when I installed this, and you can take a look at it. We're going to unwrap it. Everything comes packaged like an iPhone nowadays. So let's take a closer look, see what we got. Okay, we'll put that aside. Before unwrapping, please check compatibility. My house was built in 1993, so I'm pretty sure we're compatible. What they don't want is if you got two wires and they're 120 or 240 volt. So we'll open this right up. And it's really nice. It's got a stainless steel ring there. And you can see that. And wow, there's a micro USB connection. This, I believe, probably hooks to the wire panel where all the wires are hooked up. Oh, hopefully it still works. And let's see what else we got. We got a multitude of instructions for the Nest. Professional installation, learning thermostat guide, better together. I don't know what that means exactly. Let's put that away. And then, of course, they send you the last part of the package, which is the back plate. It's got a little leveling device, automatically levels it. This is where all the wires connect to. A couple of screws for the mounting plate. They even sent you a Nest screwdriver for your thermostat wires. We got a back plate in case you got a lot of holes in your wall from the old thermostat. This will cover it up, although I think I'd rather put a little bit of drywall mud where I got holes. And then there's a steel plate in case you have a square electrical box for your thermostat. Every community is different, so you might have to, this would be nice to put in over if you had a metal box. Okay, and that of course has 4 screws with it. 3 and 4. Alright, and that's it. That's all that's in the box, so I'm going to leave all these parts out here and put the rest of this stuff away. And let's get started. See if we can put it in. Okay, so this is my old thermostat. First thing I'm going to do is what they tell you is turn the power off to the thermostat. I saw another video and the guy left the power on. It's probably not a big of a deal because you're hooking it to the plate where the Nest mounts. But what happens is if you cross those wires during installation, that can't be too good. So I'm going to go turn the power off. I'll be right back. Okay, let's take the old Honeywell thermostat off. You had to take the cover off first, and then there's 4 clamps there. You have to reach in there with a screwdriver and get those off, and then that reveals the wires for my thermostat and my air conditioning. So let's take a picture of that, maybe a closer look. Okay, here's the wire set up on the old thermostat plate. And as you can see, it's marked red. And there's actually a blue wire that goes into the yellow. White goes into the white and the green goes into the green. So I'm going to take a quick picture of it nest came with some stickers, and I'll put them on there just to be sure I got the right ones on the right ones. Now, as you can see in the instructions that came with the nest, it's got the stickers right in the booklet, so don't throw that away. Not that it's a big deal. You could probably remember what the wires look like by taking and checking the picture on your phone, but I think this is just a precaution so you don't mix up any wires. For instance, I have a blue wire that goes into the yellow, and I don't want to make that mistake because I'm going to mark it yellow. Okay, now the Nest handy dandy screwdriver will work in there. I'm going to start with the green, pull it out, straighten the wire out a little bit, and we'll mark it green. Next one is the white. Next one is the blue that's actually yellow. The last one is the red. There is a jumper on there, and they tell you in the instructions to just throw the jumper away. Okay, and now we're going to take the plate off. And I do have a cordless screwdriver. Okay, the Nest thermostat comes with its own leveling device. But if you have to use the wall clamp, you're going to have to level it yourself. So that's what I'm doing now. What I'll do is I'll put this on here, get the wires through. The power's off, so I got nothing to worry about. We'll just set it on here, level it. Okay, it's pretty level. I'm going to mark the 4 holes for the 4 screws. Okay, now the new plate doesn't come with 2 screws because you really should mount it first, then mount the Nest thing right on top of it. So you just take this piece of paper out, and I'm going to mount the plate now. Don't want to go all the way in because we want a little pivot there so I can level it. Perfectly level. There you go. Okay, now we're going to hook up the wires to the Nest plate. It's got its own little bubble. All the wires are marked around there. Pretty simple. I'll just mark them, shove them through the hole. Here we go. push the wire in. If you can see, push that down and then push the wire in. And then we have white on this side. So we'll push the white button in, push the wire in, and then release. And now my blue is my yellow, and that's going to be on the opposite side. So I want to try and get that wire over there. And then here's the yellow. Put it right, push that down, push the wire in. Okay, and then the last one is the green, which is the power, I believe. Push that in. Okay, and they want these flush around the circle here, so when the thermostat goes in, it has no problem going in. Okay, so I'm going to push the wires back into that hole so they're all flush, and then we'll push them back into my thermostat hole here. Okay. See if we can get them in there. There we go. Looks nice. And wow, I thought it would click or something, but apparently they leave this loose so you can spin it. And they want you to do the top screw first. Okay, so level that up. Don't want it too tight. Speed down. Okay. And there's the bottom screw next. Snap bubble looks pretty good, a little bit tighter. Okay. Give these wires a little push. Make sure they're all in there. Okay, and then here's the nest right here. Pretty simple. It's got the bottom portion here, and you just make sure it plugs in there, and voila, there it is. Okay, let me go turn it on. Okay, and there it is, it's registering. So let's see what happens. We got the paper. Remove. Okay. Oh, there it is. English, US. English, confirm your choice. Internet connection. Yes. Connect to the internet for remote control updates. Connect. Okay. There's a whole bunch of people. So let's see. We're Paper Paradise 2.5G. And I gotta enter the password, so give me a minute. Okay, it's connecting to the internet right now. When you do the dial, there is a dial for numbers. It just, you'll find it labeled there. And then you also have to turn it till it says done, and then you press the button. It's pretty easy to understand. Okay, press to continue. The thermostat is online. Checking for a software update. thermostat will update later. Your location, local time, and determine the weather forecast. Is this thermostat located in Washington, Michigan? Yes, it is. Single family home. Thermostat is entryway, no, family room, hallway. It's in the hallway, so. Next, heating and cooling, yep. Are you a homeowner or a pro? Well, I think I'm a pro, but I'll just press homeowner. Okay, now this shows me exactly where the wires are hooked up and that the equipment is detected. So everything looks good. That's where I put the white, the red, the yellow, and the green. So I think we're good. Let's continue. Your system. Heating, cooling, and a fan? Yep. Electric or gas? We're gas. What is the fuel source? Gas. Forced air. The temperature. Should Nest begin by heating or cooling your home? Well, it's November, so we're going to do heating. Choose your eco temperature. Oh, there it is. I didn't get that the first time. So we're going to heat it to 62. Let's do 63. And I'll fix that. And we're going to cool to 76. Okay. You can test it now or test it later. Test it now. What do you want to test? Heating. The heat should be on. Check the vents. It might take a few minutes for the air to begin. Oh. Okay, I just heard it come on. The heat has been turned off. It may take a few minutes for the fan to stop. Okay, what do you want to test? We'll just do the fan. We'll just be, okay. Fan should be on. Yep, I hear it. Fan has been turned off. Done. Your adjustment helps Nest learn your preferred schedule. Continue. The thermostat's temperature senses need some time to calibrate automatically. Let's go to heating and cooling. Whoop. Okay, so this can come on all the time. There's a big debate online about it not having a set temperature, or the temperature that it is outside, the time, 59, 54% humidity. Alright, let's go through and let's do the settings. The fan, lock, eco, okay. Home away assist, Nest sense, reminders, none, brightness, medium, display, far sight and target temperature, click sound on, Fahrenheit, where it's in the hallway, the network, Nest account. Alright, let's see if I can get the Nest account logged in. Okay, now I went to the internet, downloaded the Nest app. I already had two smoke detectors, so I'm going to see how easy it is to add the Nest. So it's really simple to download online, and now it's changed red to heating, because that's what we're doing, heating. And if I just press the home, so in the app, you can see the app here, here is the little gear, and it's got a whole list of things you can go through. Add a product. If you look on there, if you're not logged in, you have to create an account, which is no big deal. But then you got the app, and you can work all your devices with it. So I'm going to add a product, and they asked me to scan the barcode, so I'm going to have to go get the box. Okay, you're not going to believe this, but the QR code is on the back of the thermostat display. So I have to take it off and then punch it in. So I figured I'd turn it off before I unplug it. Okay, so on the back of the thermostat is the scanner, and it got it. So there we go. I'm going to plug it back in. Okay, now that I found the UPC scan signal on the back of the thermostat, it takes you through the menu. And then I already installed it. I already have the Wi-Fi password. So, and then it tells you about installing it, your setup, read the installation guide. Now you got to enter a key, and they find the Dedrick key, so I got to go to settings on the thermostat. So let's take a look at the thermostat. The Nest app is really easy. What you do is, once you got it on your phone, you go to the gear that's on the corner of the phone there. You press that. Oops. And then it will say add a product down at the bottom. And you just press add product. And when you go to add it, they want you to scan the code that's on the back of the thermostat. So you have to have it off. And what I did was I set the thermostat to off on heating, and then I went and I pulled it off the plate, and I scanned the little QR code in the back, and it came up. And then you continue adding your product, and what they have you do is put in a key, and you'll go to, you'll go to settings, and then you'll find the Nest, where is it? Reminders, brightness, display. Okay, your Nest account. So when you find this, you press the button, and it'll get a key entry from the Nest device. It'll spin one up, and then you punch it in to your phone, and then it's already tied in. Okay? Go back to the beginning, and you're done. Okay. Okay, that was the install on the Nest newest model for November 25th, 2017. So far it appears to be working good. It connected to the internet right away, and the app works fine if you want to add that product. Look for my other YouTube videos. I'll try not to spend too much time with that, but just see what else I got on there. It might be of interest, and we'll be looking forward to installing the smoke detector here on the next video. Thanks.